This is J&J Studio. Thanks for stopping in. We got another wonderful video for you. Here we go. Sit back and relax and enjoy.
Another J&J Studio video.
Learned a hard truth.
That there was just not enough resources for mental health care for first responders and veterans.
It's okay. The mental health professional decided to do something about it.
Challenge accepted is...
At Psionics San Diego facility, this human robotic hand is everywhere. On display, in use, even on the back of this robot dog. I can go ahead and change between different grips. It's used by Dale Tomas, who was born with that hand and had pretty much given up on prosthetics before he discovered, well, this state of prosthetics just never really kept up with my needs were. Now, the innovative marketing partner of a company dedicated to helping amputees. The ultimate goal here is to have people who've lost their nose be able to control on a camera, see exactly able to have that same level of interest.
Oh, what else?
We're very close. Hi, guys.
This morning, Swifties are buzzing about possible wedding bells for Taylor Swift and the guy in the Chiefs, a.k.a. her fiancé, Travis Kelce, of course, urged to appear next to Swift's Rhode Island estate last week, and rumors have been running wild. But what the internet claims, the locals debunk. Community members say there are some fearless tourists snooping around for signs of a wedding, and no one will say for sure if this lover has followed her out of the streams and picked out a white dress.
We get asked a lot about Taylor Swift, especially standing at the right-of-way next to her beach. It's a public access to the beach. Anybody can walk down there at any time.
There's been a lot of ass. There's definitely been a lot of ass and a lot of speculation, but we've been here for 4 weekends in a row as of next weekend, and we've had just beautiful celebrations of matrimony and wonderful clients and great hospitality, so we're grateful for that.
We'll see. It's only a matter of time before the pop star's love story has its happily ever after. Her latest release, I Knew It, I Knew It, is part of Toy Story 5, which came out in movie theaters this weekend. Babies don't stop, won't stop, can't stop for anything. And behind all those wild moves is an unstoppable Pampers 360 diaper for an unbeatable.
And the war in the Middle East began. The delegations are high-ranking. The U.S., there's the Vice President and the Special Envoy. For Iran, there's the Speaker of Parliament and the Foreign Minister. Pakistan's Prime Minister is also attending as a mediator, and another mediator, Qatar, has a delegation. Focus will be on curbing the Iraq's nuclear program and building out the interim deal to end the framework was signed last week, and now the U.S. and Iran have a 60-day window to try to reach an agreement. Liza Herbert.
Security was tight at the Palace Hotel as J.D. Vance's motorcade arrived for negotiations. The Swiss Mountain Resort is hosting the Lake Lucerne Summit, bringing together the U.S. Vice President, envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, and senior Iranian officials for high-level talks. Before he set off, Vance was optimistic. Leading the Iranian negotiations, General Mohammed L.N.C.O.W.A.F and Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Their arrival in Switzerland on Saturday night, however, was overshadowed by Tehran's announcement that it was once again closing the Strait of Hormuz, citing Israel's continuing strikes in Lebanon as a ceasefire violation.
We have adhered to our commitments. The other side was obliged to compel those under its influence, specifically the Zionist regime, to cease fire in Lebanon. They have failed to fulfill their obligations, and this constitutes a clear violation of the ceasefire understanding.
Under the memorandum signed last week, the parties have 60 days to reach a final agreement. But clashes between Israel and Hezbollah continue to threaten the truce, and the technical issues over how to curb Iran's nuclear program are still to be ironed out. Mediators, including Pakistan and Qatar, are also involved in the process. The stakes are high. The outcome could affect not only Iran's nuclear program, but global trade, energy markets, and the fragile search for peace in the Middle East.
Let's cross to our correspondent in Geneva, John Saracostas. Hello to you. John, this on again, off again war, and now we have these on again, off again talks to remind us just how we got to here.
Well, it's been quite a roller coaster of a week with so many announcements of postponement.
The U.S. and Iran are negotiating about what's going to happen with Israel and Hezbollah. Lebanon, over 100 people have reportedly been killed in Lebanon over the weekend following a major escalation in fighting. And 5 Israeli soldiers were killed by Hezbollah drones.
What's the latest that you've heard about that ceasefire, that fragile ceasefire that went into place yesterday?
It's L.N.C.O.W.A.F hit a little over a week. The new Catherine and Miners digested L.N.C.O.W.A.F applications. Mercy said it's the only conference in Gina.
Right across the city, Juneteenth celebrations are in full swing today. One of the biggest Juneteenth on the East, the L.N.C.O.W.A.F.
July 16, 1978, 6 employees were
Start out with the Washington warnings and advisories. Here's today's weather map. Tomorrow's map. Red watches advisories again. Radar. This is pretty much Sunday's severe weather risk. Sunday timing for severe weather. This is pretty much heavy rainfall Sunday night. That's tonight. Mondays. Tuesday. Not as hot and humid. Latest extended forecast for next few days. For the next rest of us. Here's the storm. Waiting for the storms to move in. It's still a couple counties away. But we're definitely picking up some lightning. The wind seems to be calm. changing camera view to better see the lighting, but this camera is blurry. I still don't know why. I think this system got burnt by the sun or moisture. There's the lighting. This is in color mode. Color mode off. This is the infrared mode. Traffic seems to be moving okay. The storm's like haven't moved into Payne County yet, but just seeing lighting from the storm. Line of storms that we were waiting to move in. That's all we've seen the lighting from. No precipitation at this time. Back to the northeast cam. Over there on the right hand side, you can see the weather sensors, the wind main and all, and the temperature. Got a black trash can sitting out there. This is my mobile weather station sitting out there. And I got one stationary and another mobile. If you pay attention, you can see little bugs flying around. Quite a bit of electrical storm ahead of this system that we're waiting to move in. We're expecting some hail, some very strong winds as these storms push into Stillwater area. There are signs of some rotation. We're going to continue watching the storms on radar. Quite a bit of lighting. This is pretty much my drive, part of my circle drive. To the right is where I parked my camper. It's not on this camera right now, but later I'll be moving the camera and I'll show you what it's at. This where most of the fireworks will be displayed on 4th of July. Here into my northeast. We might put it in color mode on that day and record live fireworks display from our studio. I got a way I can sit. Yeah. Oh, that's a big bug. I got a way I can set the camera and to infrared. Here me panning the camera to the left, so it'd be more to the north, west northwest. Yeah, this is a pretty long wait for this to move in. We're still waiting, playing the waiting game. Ooh. I noticed we had a couple cameras that was down, and we got one radar service down. I didn't bring it back up. So we're gonna keep it down. We got the 2 main radars up on both channels, and also on Twitch. Quite a few bugs flying around. Okay, we're gonna switch. Oh, we got the tornado warning right now. Where? That's the messages that I received on my phone through text. We also had phone alert, and even had a phone call from the Stillwater Emergency Management and a text from Stillwater Emergency Management. Today is to stay home. I haven't been out there tracking storms or chasing that much this storm season. Mostly it's like documentaries, short videos. And once in a while I get something from a friend or a family member. But I haven't actually been out there. Been pretty much staying at home and just using my gauges and radar here and my cameras here. I got another camera that I use a lot that points to the southwest. Right now, we are facing west northwest. We haven't had any wind gusts yet that I can see through the camera. I think we might be starting to get precipitation. I know we got bugs still flying around. We are currently on a tornado warning for Payne County, Orlando, Mulhall. They just now taking cover. The storm at the time is troubling, pretty much down 51, Highway 51. I'm tracking it. It's going to turn a little bit to the right, head down 33. That's my future tracking. It's going to go Ripley and Perkins, and then it's going between Perkins and Ripley. Pretty much where the circulation is going to probably go through. I believe all the vehicles in the carport, other than the Jeep. The Jeep is mostly made out of fiberglass, the roof and the hood. So I'm not really think it's gonna get dents and stuff. I think it might be okay. You know, fiberglass is not gonna dent like metal, like the car and the truck. That's another reason I have been going out, because I'm already paying $2,000 every 6 months for my vehicles for insurance for 3 of them, and we had to pay out of pocket quite a bit last year from storm damage. Yeah, $2,500 I had to pay out of my pocket. I think it was for hail damage. So I've been just waiting for the storm to come towards the studio and just get it from the cameras. And we haven't had that many storms that actually hit Stillwater. No, not major. Like I said, I have to go out there and do some camera work, maintenance work on those camera systems, the weather system. I had to pump out the water that flooded the storm shelter from all that rain we had, and we had the swamp pump unplugged because we have seepage in our shelter, and I had about 2 inches of water. It pretty much covered the whole my shoes soles. It's probably about 2.5 inches of water that I had to pump out. That's why we don't put nothing in there till we have to go down there, like the gauges, display for the weather gauges, and the laptop. Okay, we're panning towards. Ooh, I messed up. This is looking to the left, so that'll be completely east. Oh, here's the camper. That's to the east. I got a park in front of my the window of my building. I hope I'm not boring you too much. I'm just trying to document this storm moving in. Still has quite a bit of light with the storm. Might have to end up mowing again by next weekend. I'm ready for summer to be over with. I'm excited. Can't wait till 4th of July. Still don't have nothing major planning to plan, but I think get together, cookout or something. I do have the camper. I can take it out somewhere to the lake or somewhere. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know why my insurance really high. I guess because of hail damage and stuff, the claims, I guess, what made it so high. Because I never had a wreck. I've been driving since I was 18. I'm 47. And no wrecks, no tickets or nothing. So I don't know what to do with that. It's full coverage, on all the vehicles. That's Geico. So we're changing back to the this camera right here. Just looking north. You can see the infrared light from the camera. This way right here, you can see the whole western sky here. But you go back to the left a little bit. With my other camera, if someone's out there. But my other camera, I can actually have a good view to my south and west. Yeah, that's the infrared camera right there, that bright light. I got a lot of spots that does that, cause see, that's the infrared camera to my right there. That looks to the northeast. But yeah, well, that's quite a bit right now. I'm gonna probably take a cat nap tomorrow. We got a chance of storms tomorrow too. It'll be Monday, the 22nd. Tuesday, I think we got storms too, if I remember. Cause we're back to the northwest. I meant. Looking east, west, northwest. I meant. I don't know what I'm thinking of east for. Okay, this is the camera, but looking towards the storm shelter in my carport. And it don't look that good either. I think it's in standard definition instead of high definition. And this is mounted to a shed with some other cameras. But we're gonna fix that pretty soon. Put the camera box back in there. That's a trailer with an old chair that I need to haul off. But the high grass area right here, this is pretty much one of the porches. That's one of my weather instrument. This is the studio camera right here. And that's a 1-bedroom. We're currently looking at a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house with a add-on area for storage. With no, we call it storage because you don't have the heat and air in that room. You can see the infrared camera over to your left, middle of the screen to the left. When he cleaned off the porch deck, we had like a couch, a wooden couch thing with the cushions, but we got rid of the wooden part because it was starting to decay a little bit. So we got rid of it, and we still got the cushions we have to toss away. But I have to go get some bags big enough to put them in. Been busy on a lot of projects. Okay, we're looking back to the west. You can see the cloud when the lightning hits, and that's what we want to see. We want to check the clouds. And with this storm right here, we can see pea-sized hail with a little bit of winds, guessing up to 80 miles per hour. It has rotation. We are still currently on a tornado warning. Whoa, what was that? Was that a big bug that just flew by? I think so. That was weird. These cameras, you should be able to hear sound. I haven't really used them for this type of video project, but this is a video log documentary vlog. Wow. I do need to get some gravel, some more gravel. If you know someone that has cheap gravel for sale, let me know in the comments. For Stillwater area. I think it was Twilight we used once. I don't remember who we used last time for to get the. I like to get a hold of some mulch too. You know, like old tree mulch, like cedar. Put around my trees and stuff, and it helps a little bit. No barrier alert outside driveway. You hear the twing, that's notifications going off when you hear the twing. I still don't see no actual wind blowing out here. Cause that trash can's still there. The wind, oh, that's a good lightning strike. I don't see no trees moving. I'm using those tree tops for reference. Okay, here's a different angle. This is a good camera. This is one of my best cameras I have. The one right here that we had a second ago. Some reason it's not having a signal, so I switched back to this one because it will not. Some reason I'm not picking up the video. You know, just a bunch of lighting so far. And this video is pretty much real time while I'm waiting. I think it's like 15-20 minutes while waiting for the storm to move in. Oh, that's a big bug. Yeah, I saw a little bit shaking on camera. Just did nothing really. What I could have, you know, fast forward a little bit, but like I said, didn't. I could have fast forwarded this video clip for it to be faster, but oh well. We had about 24 cameras, I think, throughout the whole complex. The whole area. And some of them we've been having problem with the Wi-Fi connections and stuff. Oh, the solar. See, we got solar chargers for the cameras, and sometimes the lights. If it's cloudy or the light not hitting it right, it don't charge. Same way with my weather gauges. The solar panel charging. Yeah. We got some precipitation now. Some sprinkles. Oh. The light is not as severe as it was earlier. That's a pretty good flash. Or you use a lot of bugs flying around. Pretty good flashes there. Some more sprinkles. You see a glow in the sky over there. I notice this middle of the screen is little, you know, got a little glow there. Yeah, I didn't notice that earlier. Definitely got some trees to trim up. Yeah, once in a while you can see sprinkles. Wow. Here's the weather. Local news. Tornado warning.
I'm thinking we're going to get out of the rain real fast here. I hope so, because it's hard to drive and hard to make much time. But that's what it is. We had 80 miles an hour in Kingfisher County, all through Kingfisher County.
Kingfisher, that's, yeah.
Until we got to the town of Kingfisher.
80 miles per hour winds.
70 to 80 miles an hour the whole way. Now we're headed southeast, and it's 60, 65, and winding rain, David. Back to you.
Okay, get to.
Well, now we still have the area spin off to your south. So, all right, keep coming southeast. And I tell you what, I want to get Brandon up on the north side.
Okay.
And let's get a Brandon Pennell here. Let's bring Brandon in. And Brandon, when you get on the come in to the city, when you get on the Kilpatrick, take the Kilpatrick. You stay on the north side, if you're good with that.
Yeah, I can do whatever you need.
Yeah, stay on the north side for now. Let's just see what the north side gets first, and then we can always adjust and drop south. But this will impact every square inch, every square mile of Oklahoma City, okay? Everyone's going to get hammered with some winds,
Get on with
60 to 70, or
Payne County.
winds of 30 to 40 to 50.
Enhanced pockets of damage if you have a tornado, no doubt. But there is a
Perkins,
potential for widespread wind damage up and down a huge area that extends.
Oh, they're all in Oklahoma City, all the storm
all
attractors.
the way down to El Reno and back down toward Hinton and Binger. Now, our hope is that not everybody loses power and that we don't have widespread, structural type of damage. But we have to warn for it, because any one pocket of wind that comes out of these storms has the potential for that. So we have the 2 tornado warnings right now.
Yep, Stillwater.
One that includes areas that's moving east over towards Stillwater there, and also the area that's near Calumet moving down toward El Reno. It's going to be on the west side and southwest side of El Reno.
They ain't got no storm.
So
Yeah, it was one of the freak things, I guess. They wasn't paying attention to. Everybody's in Oklahoma City right now. Spotted-wise.
And on a much larger scale.
There's one up there.
This continues. It's been going on all the way across northwestern Oklahoma.
You have one up there, but he's not.
It hasn't let up. I know it's 1:30 in the morning, but the storm is not giving up tonight. There's tons of moisture in the atmosphere. It's very unstable outside. There's plenty of shear, and there's really nothing to stop this line of storms at the moment.
Area right now that the velocity is starting to pick up a little bit, just for the northwest of Piedmont.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've seen that a lot. So there's going to be lots of pockets like that, certainly up and down the line. And yeah,
this one right there.
The whole thing. I mean, that's it. Like the whole thing. Like, I mean, do you just put one big circle around the whole thing and say this is a tornado? No, you don't do that. You don't warn the whole thing for a tornado, because you're not going to have a tornado over the whole area, but you're going to have damaging winds on the order of a small tornado. In other words, you get 80, 90, 100 mile per hour winds that can be comparable to a small tornado.
And that's why, just kind of going into the weeds here a little bit, that's why we have these type of severe thunderstorm warnings. Right, we keep using this word destructive. We're not just using it kind of just like, haphazardly. That's a real thing. A destructive severe thunderstorm tag warning. That's the highest level we can really go with for a severe thunderstorm. And yeah, it rises to the occasion, literally from a communication standpoint. It's something that is up to the level as a tornado warning. When you get a destructive tag on, I mean, it's go time. It's go time, like we are with these embedded tornado warnings as well. So that includes the whole metro. You at home, myself, I'm getting loved ones kind of.
What channel?
be in the next
I'm gonna go to channel 8, 9 again.
Tight couplet.
No, it's not.
And I've been watching for debris, not seeing anything in the way of debris.
No.
The severe
Bill
tornado on the
Wilson.
ground.
No,
But the
no
spin
tornado.
is still there. The hook looks impressive.
So, if you're in or on I-40 south of El Reno,
Just stuck in Oklahoma City.
part of the house, tornado warning continues. There's your hook. But just looking at it, if it were to produce, it would be a low-end weak tornado. Okay, it'd be low-end and weak. Okay, it's not really tightened up a whole lot. It's there. It's spinning. There's your hook. Lots of ferocious wind in behind it, and it's trying to go away. We'll see. It might come back. Okay, let's go back to Stillwater here, talking about
Here we go. Right here.
Cornell, Pleasant Valley, right here. All right, back to Orlando. Yeah, so there's a little bit of hail in here. Okay, so take it back a little bit.
Okay.
Just to see what. Trying to find, because it definitely.
Yeah, the circulation was tighter over Orlando.
Right.
Orlando and Maha.
East on 51. Let's
Okay.
see.
It's going down 51.
Coming into it here. We'll go to velocity. What do you think? Let's take a look.
Yep.
Okay, there it is.
You can see that.
Oh, you gotta. Yeah, you can see it right
And
there.
it's almost
Yeah.
like it's all one direction now.
It's thinking about going away. The wind's not, but the circulation it is to give us a tornado warning. Okay, still going down, give or take 51.
It's going down pretty much 51.
Still going to get hammered with wind. But
Yeah,
And
right
that
there.
Resonant sites up there looking for confirmed winds. Winds in
do you see?
Marshall, 40, 50.
So if it's be in our area. See, if it moves into our area, it'd be if it's straight,
So I
goes
think
straight,
the
it'd be
actual wind
hitting
field
right
with
for
this
us.
part, like radar is showing, is not quite as intense. So we don't have as many power outages and as expensive of damage in this area, unless you get a tornado, of course.
yeah, it looks like most of the wind is like 51
Yeah.
south, right? Coming into the metro north.
Yeah.
Let's go back up there. Just
Northern.
yeah. And again, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't
These
look that
storms
good.
are all severe. Don't get me wrong. Winds are
Northern don't look too organized.
And,
Allison was just telling me I-40 correction. Those two lanes are westbound, not eastbound. For folks maybe traveling on I-40.
okay, westbound I-40
Yes.
at Hydro.
Yep.
Okay, close.
Power flashes on El Reno camp. Can we take that control
All right,
room?
let's go to
Thanks for noticing that.
El Reno
Okay,
camp.
they're
El Reno,
getting
possible
it,
tornado now.
up.
Okay,
They just saw it in the control room.
Power
They're
flashes.
in view.
okay. I'm looking up our trackers here. Let's see what we have going on with them. With the
I can
lightnings.
pull it up. Control room. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Is this it?
Yes, that's El Reno cam.
All right, what
Shaking
direction?
around.
You're looking west, right?
Should be.
Looks like it. If not, we've got problems.
Right.
But it's actually all around there now.
Sure. Oh, lost it. Power out. There we go.
What?
We hope. It just went black. Power out. You see that?
Lost
Sure,
camera.
listen with me.
No,
I was
just
like,
seriously,
funny.
it went black behind you.
That was good. Great. Way to go.
We just lost power to our camera as
Okay.
you watched it live.
All right, take a look at the power. Let's see if it updates. All right,
Okay.
so winds again coming into Canadian County here are going to be 60 to 70. Does Mesonet show any of this? Any of the?
Not yet.
Okay. All right.
Mainly, I think
So
might
now
be a
the green
strong
line,
wind event.
Guthrie, down to west of Oak Tree.
Way
down
looking.
To Portland, to where Brandon is. Here's Val. Val's in behind the line down to Richland. That's the leading edge. The green is the wind of 40 to 50 to 60 miles per hour. Let's go to Valcaster and let's bring Val in. Val is just south of Piedmont on Northwest Expressway. Val, what do you think? What's your wind right there? Go ahead and give us an update.
David, up until about 2 minutes ago, our wind has been pretty constant at 60 miles an hour from the north. And blinding
Our
rain.
winds
The
from
rain
the
has let up.
northwest,
Enough
northwest,
speed to
look
drive
right.
a little bit faster. The wind has also let up a little bit.
0 to
It's
3.
probably off right now to around 45 to 50. So at our present location, 45 to 50, but believe me, there's stronger winds right behind this back to our west, David.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
40 to 50 coming into Piedmont.
The blues
Let's
is
go back to Lynx
83.
1, Lace.
Yes.
And let me show you. Great job. So
Yeah,
that green
61.
line, that is the
Yep.
leading edge of the damaging wind. So we go instantly from a southeast wind, winds going 60 plus, 73, and that may be a little bit hot, but we've got 60 to 70. What you got?
Yeah, that's what we were just looking at. Have it be confirmed in Kingfisher County if anything is strong. That's
What?
what we were showing on radar.
Their current
So that's a good thing,
radar
but
is
easily
not
60 to
posting their
70.
Right. So Piedmont, Deer Creek.
So I mean the hell went down. The hell
That's here comes
size
the
went
wind.
down.
Coming into again Oklahoma County, northwest Oklahoma County. Go ahead and zoom on in here, Lace. This is kind of
Okay, just go down the line.
yeah. Start up near Guthrie.
See all the purple?
Tom has
Is
near
that
70
anywhere
mile
not
an hour
Stillwater?
gusts around the Calumet exit.
Okay.
We got a
All
little
right.
bit.
So Guthrie, here comes the wind. It's moving in.
What's this right here? What they're looking at right here?
In Guthrie.
There's little nods that they what the storm is.
Down to Guthrie Lake. You know, when
I
you're
know.
in the lake, they cannot stay in the trailer or the tent.
Guthrie
Okay,
Lake.
let's keep going back. These are winds of 40 to 50 in here. There's a pocket of something going on. So the winds of, what's that right here? That's 60 plus.
72.
72.
Waterloo and Council.
Okay. There's Waterloo Road.
Well, I know what that is.
This is Four Corners, right? We call it Four Corners because we have Logan, Kingfisher, Canadian, Oklahoma County. Right here. So southwestern, Logan County, northwestern, Oklahoma County, winds 60 to 70 plus, crossing county line. And then there's Council, coming into Council, going into Deer Creek, winds 60 plus, coming into Deer Creek, winds 70 plus, going down to Waterloo Road. And it'll head towards Oak Tree. All right, winds 50 plus in the blue. A lot of the green on the map.
Stuck in Oklahoma City.
With something that would be a tornado
Right here.
anyways.
L.N.O.
So Stillwater, you're in line for this. Still have a little appendage here, a little
Yeah, that's what I was watching.
just south of Lake Carl-Blackwell, and that's going to be moving essentially due east.
Right down at 51.
Very close brush by there, by the way, of the town of Stillwater, OSU. It's going to be really close.
See?
Mike, just flipping the velocity real quick. We are a little far away from
Right there.
speed so this might not be the most.
There it is, right there.
A little bit of it.
Yep.
It's a little bit better. So that's what the weather service is.
It's going towards us between Ripley and Perkins. East of 51. It's south of 51.
I'm going by the direction
By
that the whole
about 2
storm
o'clock
front's
in the
going.
morning.
It's still
A little
going
before that. I think
southerly.
at this point, I told you 15 minutes ago to get into your safe area. That's when you need to be in. So this morning has not produced anything like a debris signature at this point.
Yeah.
But like the tornado warnings we've had before.
Yeah, it just
has that
signatures.
look, and the winds around it too. Michaela?
70-mile-per-hour wind gusts reported to the National Weather Service, so still very, very strong along the line. As it's coming in,
Where was that specifically?
El Reno.
El Reno. Okay, so El Reno's getting into it now. You know, that kind of tells us now at this point, you know, the unofficial, official start of the metro.
I checked with Shane, see if he's seen any more power flashes out there.
Hey, Shane.
Yeah,
He's deep in the rain right now.
Shane, let's try you again. You're driving through the storms right now, Shane. What's it look like? You're right there on the edge of it. You're in it, actually. Shane.
Joseph, we're having problems here with the cell phone again. It's cutting in and out real bad. I hope you can hear me.
There's a good new phone carrier.
New outfit and the wind going really hard.
All right, so I caught a little bit of that. You saw what I saw there. His picture honestly tells the story. This is torrential.
No, it was about El Reno.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's already passed over now.
The
Yeah.
issue with this as well is going to be just the length of time that some of our towns here in the metro are going to see conditions like what we're seeing with Shane's shot there in El Reno. It's bad enough to kind of get punched in the mouth.
Perry, there's Perry right there. This guy's in Perry right there.
Get it over a 20 to 25 minute span.
At least you got a video for Perry now.
Cities back to the west, it's been prolonged severe level wind, 58 miles per hour higher.
No, they got someone in Perry finally.
Like 70 mile per hour.
Helicopter, I guess.
Yeah, because
Just
Perry's
oscillate
behind the
off
storm.
and on, off and on. And we're now starting to move into the metro proper here.
See,
Mike.
someone's on the road.
Northwestern Oklahoma County, 144. So this has picked up a little bit of speed, Mike. Also probably going to get another tornado warning there in Union City, just based on what we're seeing with the pattern here, where you know one part of the line softens and then another one kind of has an appendage, and you can debate a tornado tag for You know, we may see a new warning kind of draw down into Grady County south of the Canadian.
This is going towards
But for Oklahoma City, time is just about up for you to get into your safe area. I am keeping an eye on this camera right here on the very bottom. That's our in-house camera that we're looking due west towards Lake Hefner here in North Oklahoma City. So, go back to velocity, Mike. Nothing.
I'm not expecting
not
much
too
to
strong
happen by
as far as the couplet goes, but I do want to go back out and look at some of the stronger winds that are still being detected.
I do want to go to Amanda at some point too, because she's sort of in the same boat as Shane, just being on the edge of this thing. Let's see, her shot is static right now. So, Kayla, watch remote 13. So yeah.
If she's anything, she's probably gonna be closer to that area, Piedmont, that looks.
Yeah, Amanda, so you're right on the edge of this. What are you seeing where you are right now? Is this catching up to you?
Yeah, the wind actually has just hit. We're right here at Northwest Expressway in Rockwell, and as we're coming into like Piedmont area, it's really hard to tell. So I'm having some technical difficulties with my 360. So my dash cam is really the only thing we have, but it's really hard to tell. But we have had just a major dust storm just pulling this thing in to the city with us. But these winds are just incredibly strong.
I think it'd be winds.
I mean, winds were chaotic even earlier today, so.
Results.
Yeah,
You'll have to get new shingles again?
So pockets of blue mean pockets of winds of 70 plus. Okay, little pocket here. Val's on that. Val's pretty deep into this. Val's on the north side. Let's go back to Val.
Okay.
He is in the line now. And Val, what do you think? What are your winds right there?
I don't see. Okay.
Alright.
Channel 5-1 is more.
I'm going to argue maybe against that based on what we saw in Hinton. Anywhere along this line, I think, is fair game when it comes to something that's going to go.
Yeah, we still on a tornado warning. They canceled the discontinued the El Reno one.
We still have the tornado warning. One tornado warning. Yeah. One is the one that was in Canadian County has been allowed to expire.
Okay.
The one that's in Payne County is still in effect for another 13 minutes there until 2 a.m.
Get out of the way. So it's coming into town now.
There is still a reflectivity notch. That we
Yeah,
call
this is
it,
what we're
inflow
watching.
notch.
Yeah, the notch.
It's
Yeah,
located
right
just on
there.
the southwest side of Stillwater. So,
Going between Stillwater Perkins. Yeah, it's going between where we live.
and
it's
then
gonna hit
decide
like
whether they
Perkins.
want to extend it or just let it expire.
No, it's north of Perkins.
No.
But again,
Remember how the
still
line
potential
was
for,
moving, Joseph?
It's moving.
Moving south.
Nope, he says it's moving straight east. Well, I'll go off. Yep.
looks like some of the strongest winds have been really in El Reno as far as what we've seen here in.
I don't know. He ain't got the radar in motion
Central
either. So.
Oklahoma as these storms are approaching the metro. The strongest winds now getting into the Edmond area at the moment.
Bethany as well.
Kind of moving in toward Oak Tree, Mitch Park, on down.
It's getting too original.
We will.
I'm guessing there's a lot to do. Well, except for one.
Yeah, we had a little bit of hail move in. I would say maybe pea size less, maybe. You're filming. Touchdown, then strong winds and brief touchdown. Sounds like power flashes reported, power outages reported, and strong winds 80-ish has been reported for El Reno, Oklahoma City area. Well, we lost power?
No, the TV died.
Why did it go? Lost TVs. It has to reboot. That was something. The actual light didn't go off, no, I thought it was just the TV just got screwed up. I don't know. Don't tell him. We're watching live TV while ago. Good. Okay. We got power outages in Payne County, it says. I bet Yale's. I bet Yale's don't have power now. Yeah. I-40.
North of McLeod, it's close, but it looks like it's going to go north of Shawnee, but it's still has a hook on it, has a couplet, has all the above now, and it's going to cross I-40 eventually, probably east of Shawnee, the way it looks right now. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, David, I'm trying my hardest, but this is obviously you can see in the shot. This isn't the most ideal of situations. We're probably taking winds right now. We're at the where are we? Okay, we're at I-40 and Kickapoo Turnpike where it goes back north towards the Turner right now. So these lights are on, but we've known that all the way from basically I-35 when we got on I-240, there was no power hardly anywhere except for on like backup generators at the Heart Hospital and at Tinker. Until right now, this is basically the first power that we've seen in about how many miles that is? 15. We're probably taking winds, I'd say, average of 55
things are hauling, so he's having to do the same, try to get in southeast. And it's going to go all the way to Texas. This is going to go all the way into southeast Oklahoma. Anywhere along this line, again, winds 50 to 60 with gusts higher. I was looking at some of the rainfall amounts up there.
Yeah.
Not by you.
Okay.
I was looking at KO, actually, they had their, I was watching their screen up.
Gotcha.
They're just showing, they're showing this area.
Yeah, our sister station, they're on, yeah, definitely, doing the exact same thing. Chandler just had a 64 at the Oklahoma resident there in Lincoln County.
Okay.
That's the most recent severe gust.
Yeah, and by the way, that's in behind the line. I mean, that updates every 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure when that happened, but...
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Probably the last 10 minutes, I would say.
But still, that's pretty far behind the line. I mean,
absolutely.
No, it's on the line, isn't it? You said Chandler or Stroud?
Chandler. It's Chandler, so right here.
Yeah. No, that's pretty deep. Okay. So, light rain continues in the metro. We're out of that severe weather. This is now east of us. Look at all the rain amounts here. They're heavy. It's crazy. Half an inch to an inch across the city. Really, on average, we picked up about 3/4 of an inch across the metro. The yellows are going to be 2 to locally 3 inches of rain up north, and 1 to 2 in the southwest. So it's been a good rain, no doubt about it. We certainly needed this.
David, I've got the resident rainfall totals on
L.N.C.O.W.A.F. 3. L.N.C.O.W.A.F. 3 control room. And look at that. That is 24 hours. Yeah, Oklahoma City, 0.44. That's not right. That'll update, right? Surely it's not right. Is that right?
Andrew's looking at it.
That's what it says.
Oh, wow.
And weekend over the Oklahoma City area. I mean, I can see it being some areas less than an inch. But last week, I can't remember the date now because they run together, but last week, north central Oklahoma also had 4 to 5 inches of rain. So in the last 2 weeks, and there's 5 bullseyes up there that have had closing on 10 inches.
Yeah, their drought's gone. I mean, if it's not officially gone, it's going away.
Tornado warning coming for Asher with that circulation, David.
Yeah. So you stack on, 6 to 8 to 10 inches of rain, 12 inches of rain. Okay, so here's this now. This is going to be the new tornado warning. L.N.C.O.W.A.F. 1. And let's take a look. L.N.C.O.W.A.F. 1 here.
Here, I'll zoom out just so you can kind of see where we are.
Yeah, here's well centered. Here's Stratford. Here's St. Louis. Here's Tecumseh. It's right here.
Right. This has just been holding its own for like the last 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. And what a shear rate. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Just northeast of Asher and across Highway 39, and I'll lapse it.
Yep. So if you live north and east of Asher, lowest level, center part of the house, it's right here. Okay, that's going to be sliding down to the southeast. We're still doing 40, 45 on that?
45 has been the
number.
Yeah. Everything's just holding its own. I mean, the warning is for 25, but it's hauling.
Yeah. It's good. Oh my gosh, remember, all this started in Colorado.
Yeah.
Kansas. About 10 hours ago. And it's been hauling southeast all day. Let's see.
Can't see that it's on the ground.
No, I don't see any debris. Shear rate shows it, but nothing crazy.
But definitely, I mean, it's almost 2:50 in the morning. Sirens are sounding now. Kanawha probably all the way down to Triola, just north of Bean. So,
Yep.
Waking up, getting ready for the storm. And if you don't get a tornado out of it,
velocity.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, if you just zoom out and look at it, that thing sticks out like crazy.
Yeah, no, it's
and then coming into Osage County, jump up there real quick, and just look, north of I-40. And this is the same.
Osage?
Not Osage. Okwuskie. Heading into Okwuskie County. The other Oak County. No, we're not doing that. We got it.
Of all of a sudden, somebody was just got to pull it together.
I got it. We'll get there. We'll get there. Then I'll collapse this. Because this is headed up towards almost Denise, isn't it?
Yeah, but Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
IXL.
It should go south of Hogan, I would think.
Yeah, because it should be moving almost due east. Unless it's looking over them right now. I'm not doing that.
Look at this thing.
Several little areas but the winds were just rushing straight away, and now they're starting to kind of spin just a little bit on that leading edge. That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, it's a March morning.
Yeah, yeah.
That's headed towards Okima. Not tornado warned, but something we're watching.
Keep an eye on it. And actually, both those areas really.
Yeah.
But it's Henrietta. Okay, so light rain in the city. We're good. We're playing slash rain falling, which is fine. 10,000 customers without power in Oklahoma City. 40,000 customers statewide without power. 120,000 people in the dark right now. We have the one tornado warning that's going to leave Potawatomi County dive into Palm County. Okay?
And down near Pauls Valley, the rain's just about to probably make it. Pauls Valley.
What's the rain down there? Here comes the rain. Raining lightning. It's not crazy down there. It was stronger earlier. Yeah.
Yukon has had a 47 recently. So still windy in the metro, 45 in Kingfisher.
On the backside of it.
Yeah. But as far as the leading edge, no reports in the last 5 minutes at least of anything destructive. And then take a look at this and zoom out. I'm going to show you power outages now because that number just keeps going up.
Is it over 40,000?
45. It's 12,000 now without power in Oklahoma City. Can you imagine the trucks that are driving around? Linemen, so we're so thankful for the linemen. They're out right now and they're going to be out. Absolutely.
Yeah, all the co-ops.
Yeah.
They're out. They're doing it. And they're really good. I mean, they'll get, what was the name of that game? They'll get a lot of this backing up overnight and Memorial. So hopefully it's not going to be crazy hot.
Yeah, this is going to cool things off.
Yeah, so
we're not going to get shut down.
Time to show.
Takes an hour.
We usually see got some really great graphics for those maps.
Perfect. I'm sure you do. Thank you.
All of the other overnights.
Brandon, let's bring him in, get an update from Brandon. Brandon, go ahead and give us an update. I know you've been with this line, you're kind of making your way back. What kind of wind are you at right now?
Yeah, David, that's right. So we went through all the way to Shawnee. We were in Shawnee for about 5 minutes, I'd say. Most of them we experienced there was probably about 35 miles an hour, but it had already cleared well to our east. Right now, as we're headed back west, we're at 20 to 25. Still pockets of heavy rain, but the rain right now is really good because it's not torrential and it's kind of steady, and that's what we need a lot more of that. But yeah, it's lighting up the ride on I-40 eastbound. It's a lot better going back west right now. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, let's jump on that one more time, that tornado warning here, and let's talk about that again. It's about ready to leave Stillwater County here to jump into, again, Pontotoc County.
Yeah, there's the hook, south of Sacred Heart.
Right here. So here's Old Town, here's BB. There's Conroe. Is it really going? No, it's going to go southwest of the lake. Okay, that's good. But it's going to kind of really right down the river.
You can see the dust front south of there, towards UB, and that is kind of rushing out, but it's tucked back in, just south of Highway 39, which is why you're getting that circulation.
What's velocity there?
There's the hook, there's velocity. Northern wind punch, RFD wrapping around the backside instead of circulation.
There's lots of wind now. This is kind of stretched out, showing you the linear look versus the tight ball look.
Yeah, even the hook itself is not that complete curly Q, not a complete O like we were seeing.
So the tornado warning on this is probably going to be dropped. So it went up, we're spinning, and then we're spinning back down.
And then up here coming into L.N.C.O.W.A.F County, that area doesn't look anything as organized as it did. It can come back, but
it's okay. Brandon, let's bring him in, get an update from Brandon. Brandon, go ahead and give us an update. I know you've been with this line, you're kind of making your way back. What kind of wind are you at right now?
Yeah, David, that's right. So we went 25. Still pockets of heavy rain, but the rain right now is really good because it's not torrential and it's kind of steady, and that's what we do a lot more of that. But yeah, it's lighting up the ride on I-40 eastbound. It's a lot better going back west right now. Back to you.
Okay, all right, nice job. Nice job. Let's jump on that one more time, that tornado warning here, and let's talk about that again. It's about ready to leave Stillwater County here and jump into Pontotoc County.
There's the hook, south of Sacred Heart.
Right here. So here's L.N.C.O.W.A.F, here's BB. There's Conroe. Is it really going? No, it's going to go southwest of the lake. Okay, that's good. But it's going to kind of really right down the river.
You can see the dust front south of there, towards UB, and that is kind of rushing out, but it's tucked back in, just south of Highway 39, which is why you're getting that circulation.
Mm-hmm. What's velocity there?
There's the hook, there's velocity. Northern wind punch, RFD wrapping around the backside instead of circulation.
There's lots of wind now. This is kind of stretched out, showing you the linear look versus the tight ball look.
Yeah, even the hook itself is not that complete curly Q, not a complete O like we were seeing.
So the tornado warning on this is probably going to be dropped. So it went up, spinning, and then we're spinning back down.
And then up here coming into L.N.C.O.W.A.F County, that area doesn't look anything as organized as it did. It can come back, but
yeah, it's okay. Brandon, let's bring him in, get an update from Brandon. Brandon, go ahead and give us an update. I know you've been with this line, you're kind of making your way back. What kind of wind do you have right now?
Yeah, David, that's right. So we went through all the way to Shawnee. We were in Shawnee for about 5 minutes, I'd say. The most wind we experienced there was probably about 35 miles an hour, but it had already cleared well to our east. Right now, as we're headed back west, we're at 20 to 25. Still pockets of heavy rain, but the rain right now is really good because it's not torrential and it's kind of steady, and that's what we do a lot more of that. But yeah, it's lighting up the ride on I-40 eastbound. It's a lot better going back west right now. Back to you.
Okay, all right, nice job. Nice job. Let's jump on that one more time, that tornado warning here, and let's talk about that again. It's about ready to leave Stillwater County here and jump into Pontotoc County.
There's the hook, south of Sacred Heart.
Right here. So here's L.N.C.O.W.A.F, here's BB. There's Conroe. Is it really going? No, it's going to go southwest of the lake. Okay, that's good. But it's going to kind of really right down the river.
You can see the dust front south of there, towards UB, and that is kind of rushing out, but it's tucked back in, just south of Highway 39, which is why you're getting that circulation.
Mm-hmm. What's velocity there?
There's the hook, there's velocity. Northern wind punch, RFD wrapping around the backside instead of circulation.
There's lots of wind now. This is kind of stretched out, showing you the linear look versus the tight ball look.
Yeah, even the hook itself is not that complete curly Q, not a complete O like we were seeing.
So the tornado warning on this is probably going to be dropped. So it went up, spinning, and then we're spinning back down.
And then up here coming into L.N.C.O.W.A.F County, that area doesn't look anything as organized as it did. It can come back, but
it's okay.
I'll show you where we are. So here's Oklahoma City, there's like 40, and this is that new circulation. It's been going on for about 45 minutes or so. It just ramped up in intensity over the last 5 to 10 minutes north of Wetumpka. So that's the circulation area. It's going to be to the northwest of Wetumpka by about 3 miles, okay? And it's going to go ahead and cross Highway 75 in the next 5 to 10 minutes. And really, when you look at velocity, the area of spin is right over Wetumpka. So Wetumpka, what you need to do is get away from the windows and doors, get to the centermost portion of your home, the lowest level, and take your tornado precautions, okay? If you live in a mobile home, that is just not a safe place to be. I hope you've been watching this. We've been talking about this since about 10:30 in the night on Sunday about threat for damaging winds with this type of a circulation or this type of an entire complex racing across the area. And when you get these areas of spin that's localized, you could get a brief tornado. Now, I'll tell you, out of this right now, the circulation is still fairly broad, so this may not be on the ground, can't confirm that it's on the ground. Watching the correlation coefficient or just the area where we might see debris, I don't see that anything has touched down at all, which is good, but that doesn't mean that it can't, okay? Just seeing reports, they're sounding sirens in Wetumpka and Dustin now, so that's good. It's 3:15 in the morning, and hopefully folks have been kind of up watching this, but if not, if you have friends or family in northern Hughes County, please call them, make sure they're awake, they're paying attention, and they are taking precautions with the circulation. And without just the tornadic portion of the line, the storms are still severe. South of Wetumpka, down to Holdenville, down to Calvin and Sissaquah, going into the 60 to 70 miles per hour. But far back than what they were earlier. Watching just for any other areas of spin along the line because they ramp up very quickly. They also ramp down fairly quickly. So hopefully this won't be a very long threat, a very long duration threat for northern Hughes County. These are moving also at about 40 to 45 miles per hour. From Wynnewood to Joy, down to Davis, all the way down to Fox and Loco. This entire line is severe. That's the yellow flashing that you see for winds 60 to 70. And if we go a little bit further to the north, we're just going to take you back here to the tornado warning. I'm going to put a track on it, and then I'm going to represent some damage. But here's the circulation. Now, just moved east of Wetumpka, okay, and it's kind of hugging the highway. That's Highway 9. Highway 9 now, east of Wetumpka, heading towards Dustin. And let me put a track on it in just a second here. I'm going to update these times for you. But basically, I'm keeping the speed at about 40. That's a little over 10. But honestly, it gives you a little bit more time. So Dustin at 3:33 gives you a little bit of advance warning. 3:33 in Dustin, Indianola at 3:54. And it holds together over Lake Eufaula, which that's the direction it's heading. A lot of folks out in and around the lake, I am sure. Please make sure if you have friends or family around Lake Eufaula that they are paying attention to this very, very closely. You cannot be in a camper or an RV. One of the big things is not only could your RV, your camper, the mobile home flip over in these types of winds, but big trees can be uprooted, big limbs can be knocked off and blown around into those types of structures, and that could cost someone their life. We just want to keep everybody safe. So folks, this is headed towards Eufaula. That's the area of circulation and that ongoing tornado warning. So Eufaula at 4:10 the time, so about 45 minutes away. Quorum at 4:37 there on the north side of the lake. Stillwater at 4:58, and then Weber Falls at 4:52. That's the ongoing tornado warning. Brandon has been making this Oklahoma City Metro after covering these severe storms that rolled on through. Brandon, that's a mess. Give us an update of exactly where you are. I can see the lines down. Is that a house? What is that?
Okay, let me see. So we were coming back in and we pulled off on the I-240 in Bryant.
Just talking about firecrackers tents. Tents were blown down and stuff.
When our winds got chaotic and then all the power went out. So either there was a tremendous amount of straight line wind, which was almost a guarantee in this area, or like we were saying, there could have been a quick spin up. So we talked to the police officer that's here stuff with the road closed. She said that there's power lines down from right here to the south. She said she estimated close to a half a mile, and then all the way back to the east, Sunny Wayne, all the way to Sooner. She said there's trees uprooted, power poles ran in yards, parts of roads are somewhat filled off. So there's going to be some extensive damage right here on the east side of I-35, south side of I-240 between, I'd say 240 and I don't know how far south it goes, but 89 for sure, right here in this quadrant. This is basically where the tornado came back in November, I think 2 years ago, so it's almost the exact same spot. So we're going to drive around and see what else we can find. Thank you.
And also earlier this year, that cost, from O.C.C. over to that area, intermittent touchdowns along 240. The Brandon was hard. Now, not to say the winds were that strong at the ground, but definitely, even if they were 80, 85, that's why you're seeing that widespread damage, and it easily could have been a tornado. It should have been
85 miles per hour winds damage all that.
see any type of a cone or, you know, a funnel because of the blinding rain. The power flashes, everything lined up. That was likely a brief touchdown that moved kind of down I-240 earlier this morning. So we'll be checking in with Brandon throughout the morning. What was that, controller? Okay, and then let's go back to the tornado warning. I'm going to give you an update on this, and we'll go back to some more of the damage. Let's go to links 1, if we can. That's what you've got up there. Thank you. And this is the tornado warning that goes continues for northern and northeastern Hughes County, from Wetumpka over to Destin. This storm has a lot of wind within it, 60, 70, and I don't see anything now in the way of a hook. Yeah.
Really, since we started.
It has.
They kind of ran. That's what a lot of these have done is they ramped up, and then we see the rotation weaken.
Sure. And it happens so quick. They go from, you know, we get this whole area where winds are rushing in one direction, so then you start to get a little bit of inflow, and that's all you need is that southeast wind to meet that west wind to get a tight circulation, but it's usually fairly brief. And this has been going on for, 5-10 minutes, and now already it's hard to even find a hook. You've kind of got everything just going in one direction. If you look on the wind field or the velocity, nothing as far as a tight circulation there. Now this could come back up. This could ramp back up. This is going to be approaching Destin and then eventually over towards Atlanta and moving into towards Lake Eufaula. That's that portion of the line. Going to go back down in central Hughes County. Now getting winds 50, 60, maybe 70. Yeah, winds are measuring 45, 50. Might have isolated gusts to 60, 65 in Hughes County down towards Calvin. And now this is going through Ada. Ada still getting quite a bit of wind, 50 to 60, but no circulation. And then now heading into Murray County, down in south central Oklahoma and Sulphur. And I'll put this back on. This is the circulation that came over El Reno a couple of hours ago, and it was tornado warned, and it's still an area of spin. You can still kind of see a hook there. It's just very, very broad. From Davis to Sulphur, Doherty, and back down to Mill Creek eventually. Fox to Hilton and Wilson, 50 to 60 mile an hour winds. Same thing as you get further back towards Walters and down towards Waurika. So this thing's going to keep going, keep chugging along, all the way to the south, all of our southeast counties, and it's going to keep going down into Texas and eventually Arkansas. There's now a new tornado warning ongoing further north from Creek County over into Mulvey County. Our sister station is on that, KOTV in Tulsa. They have trackers out watching that heading into Mulvey County, and this leading edge of this line is going to continue to do this. Pulses up, pulses down, because the winds are just so expansive with this. This may go down as an actual derecho, which has to go for a certain amount of time, certain amount of miles, with damaging winds, and I think we're getting close to that criteria.
I think we are too, because this started producing damaging wind events. I'm actually kind of curious now that you bring that up.
Yeah.
And it started producing damaging wind up in Kansas and like northwestern Kansas earlier.
And we're now.
So definitely something interesting to look at. Check that out.
Okay. Angel, what time did you get here yesterday? Sunday.
2:30 in the afternoon.
So Andrew's going 13 hours. 13 hours of covering this for you. So yeah, our team David's been here, of course, all night as well. And still an ongoing tornado warning here at 3:30 in the morning, heading over towards Destin and then making its way over towards Lake Eufaula. The most threatening part of the storm is right here. Destin, take your tornado precautions. Lowest level, centermost portion of your home. Can't confirm this is on the ground. In fact, it looks really broad to me right now. I think the most likely scenario is it isn't, but you could still have winds in excess of 70 headed your way. It would be a west wind blowing to the east, so get away from windows. It's the lowest level of your home, and let this thing pass you on by. As we're looking at this, Jeremy has come across some damage. Okay, so Jeremy's back in central Oklahoma. He's over near Dibble. Jeremy, go ahead and give us an update. There's no severe weather, of course, in your area. What are we looking at? Go ahead, Jeremy.
So this is a roof. It's called the Waterlock Ministries.
Okay.
Here in the town of Dibble, and you can see where the metal peeled back, and I see the purlins in some of the rafters. broken away, and there's a ton of metal on the downhill side. Really, what we had, this definitely was very much akin to like a tropical storm kind of damage. The nature of the damage I'm seeing as I'm driving around, maybe 80-mile-an-hour wind damage in a lot of places. Lacey, back to you.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So expansive. So instead of being supercells or these small areas where you had tight winds, this was, crossing hundreds of miles with damaging winds. And so easily peeling back metal roofs and that sort of thing, awnings, carports, trampolines, but also power lines and trees. So I think when sunrise happens here today, starts to break daylight in about 2 hours, about 5:30, I think there's going to be some wild scenes across Oklahoma. And this is still ongoing. So, I mean, look at the storms. I'll just zoom out. Going on from just approaching Tulsa now, headed down towards Henrietta, Holdenville, Ada, Sulphur, all the way back south of Lawton. We've had new storms that develop back in the northwest, just up to northwest Oklahoma. But there's a lot of folks in the dark right now. Heavy, intense storm over Visay, Arnett, and back near L.N.C.O.W.A.F, County, Texas, that are going to be making their way into Ellis County, but not severe. So the strongest part of the storm is this whole big low, and the whole thing is severe with damaging winds. Very little in the way of hail. Some of our trackers had some pea-size hail, some dime-size hail at times, but that has been kind of the biggest. It's been just wind. So much, tremendous amounts of wind.
On the wind note, you mentioned the D word, derecho.
Yeah.
Just looking up, so go to the control room, go to the wind stream real quick. Because what I've got plotted here is the past 12 hours of radar. You can see where, so there were some storms in northwestern Kansas earlier. That was before it really became what the true complex is that, evolved and moved through Oklahoma. So we'll see. They're going to have to look at this and figure out what they want to define as like what this storm actually was. But it was at least several hundred miles of damaging wind reports and destruction from Kansas all the way to Oklahoma, at least 357. And I just wanted to brush up on what the definition was for derecho. It's 240 miles. So this should,
absolutely,
I think, qualify it. They'll look at it to make sure. But what I'm looking at right now, I think it's
classic derecho, which is just a term given to complexes like this that can do such expansive damage. Go ahead, Jeremy. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Well, see, there's a firecracker stand here too that also and I seen one in Blanchard, and then there's another one back on the other side of this other fork in.
Okay.
It looks disarrayed. I'll go check it out. But yeah, this really caused a lot of damage. This storm did. Back to you, Lacey.
Man, you just hate to see that, and that's just one small portion. That's just one thing that we're going to be seeing so common, because those things, it didn't take 60-mile-an-hour wind can topple over those fireworks stands. They're up all across the region, and I think that's probably going to be one of the most common sites that we see. It's going to be interesting to see how many are still standing where we had so many strong wind gusts along that line. So thank you, Jeremy, for bringing that. We'll keep compiling these damage locations and damage reports throughout the night and throughout the morning. Still watching the severe threat. I want to take you back out to the tornado warning, which now the storm has moved out of the tornado warned area. So the tornado warning has expired. Dustin, I know you're getting strong winds. You're probably still getting winds 50 to 60 miles per hour.
This might have been like a small tornado. You can follow the path, go up to the left. Did you see the house? Look at that.
Wow.
And then there's another one that hasn't the roof gone. If you go down to the left, oh golly, there's a lot of damage over here. So this is northwest of El Reno. Golly, I'm seeing more and more. So this was just a straight line wind or a small tornado. I don't see the like twisted trees that you normally see from a tornado, but there are a number of trees that are down. If you come straight down, for instance, we'll start right from the very beginning. Keep coming down. Zoom all the way out and then come down and find the pond off to the right, and then come straight down from the pond. There you go. Come straight down from there. It starts right in there. If you zoom right in there, that's where we're starting to see the beginning of the damage, and go up a little bit more. Right there. That's like some of the beginning of the damage. And then as you just kind of make your way up and to the left, it's a straight line of damage right through there, where a number of houses have the roof ripped off, some barns, some shops. That lost its roof. Go straight up from there. That house right there to the right lost a chunk of the roof, and some of those trees, those large established trees that have just been blown down. These are strong winds out here that have caused a significant damage in the El Reno area. And I know Shanice was out here. I'm getting some updates on the I-35 issue, that I-35 southbound I-35 to westbound Kilpatrick Turnpike. They've got one lane shut down due to them trying to get a sign off of it. It's being held on by bolts, but they're lucky that the thing didn't fall onto a vehicle, so they're working on getting that cleaned up. But that tree was that uprooted, Francisco? Yeah, look at that. That is an established tree. It takes a lot of wind to break those roots like that and knock that tree over. If you go to the right a little bit more, just kind of follow that line of damage. There's another house right there and a lot of trees knocked down. That house has lost its roof. So a lot of cleanup here. I mean, again, there wasn't a report of a tornado out here, but this is damage that is very similar to what a tornado can do. I know Shanice Hopkins is out here. I don't know exactly where she is. I might be able to find her. But, appreciate you, Randy, giving me those updates on the traffic sign there, or the street sign hanging over I-35. They're working on getting it down. Again, that's it. I-35 and the Kilpatrick Turnpike. See if I can find Shanice. So we do have a crew out here. I think I see him now. So the more Francisco looks around, the more damage he's finding. So that's but that one house looks like it got hit by a tornado. That one right there. I mean, isn't that like what we normally see, Francisco, when we see houses that get hit by I was about to say houses that get hit by a Francisco. Houses that get hit by a tornado. I mean, there's a lot of debris scattered across this field over here.
Back to the map, another report of a road blocked up at Britton Road and May Avenue. Chase is now up in Sky 5 flying over this. Chase, we could see the power lines hanging over the road and that it looked like no cars were getting through.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like the village police over here has got this road blocked off. This is just to the west of May, and this is Britton. So Britton is blocked off, not able to get through here between May and I-44. So if you do travel, I know a lot of you travel through this area. you're not going to be able to get through there. Still seeing a lot of lightning down to the south, but that's south of Norman, and we're going to go check out Edmond also, some of the damage there. I know there wasn't a trash can that was upright in my neighborhood. If it's trash day, you may have to go outside and pick your trash up, because it's, man, it was windy last night, Cameron.
People doubting me all the way, telling me I was all hyped. They just mad that I'm him and they gotta do with it. If you don't like it, you can still
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and smash that bell so you get the newest notification, newest videos, and share us out with your friends and family. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.